Hello students. So today we are going to discuss about a new topic, that is drug used in the treatment of asthma. So let us understand what is asthma is. Asthma is a respiratory disease which is basically characterized by wheezing sound, cough, difficulty in breathing, shortness of breath, nausea, vomiting and all. So how this asthma takes place, what is its pathophysiology? So it is basically a airborne disease, like you can see that any kind of dust, pollens, if comes contact with your body, they are behave like a antigen. So when they enter to your body, they activate your dendritic cell. So then after activation of dendritic cells will activate Th0 cell, which is also known as native T lymphocytes. So from the Th0 cells there are two responses generated, that is Th1 response and Th2 response. In Th1 response, your interferon gamma, interleukins 2 will be generated, which will responsible for your cell mediated immunity. When the Th2 cells activated, these Th2 cells will further release interleukin 4. Okay, so interleukin 4 and interleukin 13, this interleukin 4 and interleukin 13 ultimately activate IgE, immunoglobulin E, which is basically responsible for the type 1 type of hypersensitivity reaction. So after releasing of IgE binds to the mast cell, then mast cell activate the basophils, and when the degranulation of basophils takes place, there is a release of prostaglandins, leukotrienes, histamines. As we know that these are the prime factor, or we can consider it as a autocoids, and this will causes bronchoconstriction, increase mucus secretion, that will leads to your airway obstruction and your asthma will develop. So we can, what is the treatment? So we can treat this condition by several pharmacological agents. So first pharmacological agent is bronchodilators. So as you know that during the asthmatic condition, so bronchoconstriction takes place. So to treat such type of condition, we have three major bronchodilators. First one is beta 2 agonist, that is salbutamol, salmeterol, formoterol class of the drug. Then is your methylxanthine. Third one is your anticholinergic drugs. So in case of anticholinergic drugs are ipratropium bromide and tiotropium bromide. You have to just remember that these two drugs basically effective in case of COPD, that is chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Okay, if we will talk about beta 2 stimulant, the major or prototype drug is salbutamol. So salbutamol basically acts by the GPCR receptor. After activation of GPCR receptor, basically the GS type, it activate adenyl cyclase. From the adenyl cyclase, cyclic AMP will release, and this cyclic AMP with the help of calcium ions causes bronchial relaxation, which will give relax from the asthmatic condition. So these are the fastest acting drug in inhalational route. If we will take this beta 2 stimulant drug in aerosol format, it will show fastest acting response. So third class is methylxanthine. So methylxanthine's class of the drug, in methylxanthine we have two major class, theophylline, theobromine. Okay, this theophylline act by inhibiting phosphodiesterase 4. Okay, phosphodiesterase 4 enzyme is basically causes degradation of cyclic AMP. So if we will inhibit the phosphodiesterase 4, the cyclic AMP level increases and bronchial relaxation will be takes place. Okay, but there are some contraindication associated with this methylxanthine class of the drug, because such type of drugs show mixed order kinetics. Mixed order kinetics means they show both first order kinetics as well as zero order kinetics. Okay, that's why you have to reduce the dose if you are giving this drug. If you are giving this drug associated with enzyme microsomal enzyme inhibitor class of the drug, in such cases you have to reduce the drug. Okay, reduce the drug, but some cases, like if we will give enzyme inducer, or in case of chronic smoker, or in case of children, its metabolism increases. So that's, in that case you have to increase the dose than the normal individuals. Okay, so next class of the drug is corticosteroids. So corticosteroids are basically act by inhibiting your inflammatory condition. As I told you, asthma is a inflammatory condition. So this corticosteroids like corticoid like betamethasone, beclomethasone class of the drug, this will help to treat the inflammatory fluticasone also used. Okay, so these corticosteroids basically inhibit phospholipase A2 enzyme which is responsible for the arachidonic acid productions. Okay, so next class of the drug is leukotriene receptor antagonist. So as I told you that leukotriene is also one of the factor for the development of bronchoconstriction. So in case of leukotriene receptor antagonist, montelukast, gepiroclast is the drug. Another class of the drug is lipoxygenase inhibitor. There is a LTB4 enzyme. So this is helpful for the production of leukotrienes. So we can also inhibit that enzyme by the giving a drug called xylitol. Okay, so any other drugs that we can give is, as I told you, mast cell. Mast cell is responsible for the activation of basophil and ultimate release of histamine. So we can stabilize the mast cell. So mast cell can be stabilized by three important drugs. That is one is sodium chromoglycate, ketotifen, and third one is your nadochromyl. Okay, and last class of the drug is, as I told you, immunoglobulin E is also an important immunoglobulin for the production of this asthmatic condition. So we can also antagonize this immunoglobulin E. So immunoglobulin E can antagonize by monoclonal antibody, that is omalizumab. Okay, so all this discussed is all about the treatment of asthma. Thank you.